Reaperman here, and today I'm talking about the NES Maker Kickstarter that's running and actually ending this week, as well as Troll Burner, which appears to be a fairly nice demo of its functionality. And yes, there will be links to all this in the down below, so have a look at those. So first off, for NES Maker, it appears to be an NES game engine complete with polished PC editors for character, level, music, etc. And it outputs a ROM file to test in an emulator or on real hardware. Overall, it seems to offer a lot of what, say, RPG Maker does, but with the options of doing more action-oriented things very easily as well. Not to say that RPG Maker can't do action, but it's really not built for it. So I do like little tools like this. I really enjoy building things, on consoles and old PCs and stuff. And I've spent countless hours with Bill Budge's Pinball Construction Set and console music makers, especially. There's a couple on PlayStation 2 I really like, etc. Also, this kind of tool isn't totally unheard of on the NES either. I believe Zelda and Super Mario Brothers both have fairly extensive ROM hack creation software, but I like the project enough to back it, and they seem to have enough going on to pretty easily clear my not a complete scammer threshold, so I think if there's any disappointment, it won't be scam related. It'll maybe just be biting off more than they could chew related. There's some nice videos over on their main page. But the Troll Burner demo running in the background is really what sold me on it. The NES Maker seems to support Mapper 2, which has very wide support everywhere, and it prefers the more capable Mapper 30, which has almost no support. I imagine once there's some ROMs out that use it, it won't be support for it won't be far behind. So, moving on to Troll Burner. It seems to be an action platformer about zapping trolls with what they deem to be trollish comments, occasionally flashing up there at the top of the screen. Most of those comments don't seem too trollish to me, especially that Joe Cracker one, which was also absolutely the first thing that came to my mind when I heard NES Maker, that there was a Kickstarter for one of those. And it's also probably what kept me from paying as much attention to this as I probably should have early on. For those who don't know, Joe Cracker was a user several years ago that hit up at least Atari Age and most likely other game forums looking for somebody to make essentially this software with almost exactly the same names, pretty much for him. Needless to say, reception was a bit cold to that idea, but it's really nice to see somebody willing to go for a challenge. Interestingly, Joe Cracker seems to have a large enough internet footprint that I've actually run across some other wild posts of his, even on non-gaming forums, so maybe it's a hobby. Anyway, for Troll Burner, I was playing it as part of a Super Bowl Sunday score competition, but I never really managed to quite finish. I kept getting up to that big troll, and I imagine he's the end of the demo. I had some social obligations, non-football related, thankfully, that prevented me from perhaps giving it the attention it really deserved. I do encourage you to give Troll Burner a try here. I'm playing it on the NT Mini. Since it's Mapper 2, it should play just anywhere. It's not a finished release, nor is the engine finished at all, so I will cut a huge slack for the glitchiness. If you notice in the gameplay, sometimes when I get close to the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen, I can clip through things, and I'm just going to cut a huge slack for that because nothing's finished, and that's totally understandable. Naturally, I do have more than a couple of plans for NES Maker going around up in the head. Firstly, porting something really simple like my Bit Racer game over to it should be really doable. Just looking at it, but I do have an RPG idea that's honestly probably a touch too epic for me to ever fully realize. It was originally kind of a campaign setting I had in my head for like a tabletop campaign. So I would have to work more on characters and story than I'd ever planned to, and it's probably too big, but maybe I can work on some small piece of it and just see just a little bit of it go. Anyway, I think I'll disappear and let the footage do some talking on its own. Even if you're not into Kickstarters, and really, who could blame you? Do give the final product a try and give this game demo a try. I think you'll be pretty happy with it.